I didn't cut my hair because I was bored. I cut it because I was becoming someone new. For years, the length of my hair felt like safety. Having some type of hair that I could curl, put in a ponytail, style, whatever. Like proof of who I was supposed to be, or proof of my femininity, or that I was a woman. And letting it go, the length specifically, forced me to ask, who am I without the things that I have been holding on to? Cutting my hair did not just change how I looked, it changed how I move, how I speak, and how I trust myself. And I want to tell you what I was really holding on to and what I gained when I let it go. So I started off the year 2025 with locks. And at the beginning of 2025, I was 6 months postpartum. And I learned this previously with my first daughter. When I'm pregnant, my edges start to thin. And when I was a loose natural, that was something that I could mitigate and mask more easily and take care of. But with my locks, that's actually a lot of shed hair that it's building up in the locks. So they were heavy for my edges, which were thinner. Styling my hair became painful. Retwisting it became painful, and I just wasn't enjoying it, and I did not like it at all. In February of 2025, during some snow days, I decided to cut my locks off. And I almost kept the mini fro, but I always wanted to rock a pixie cut. So from February until December of 2025, I rocked a pixie cut, okay? I had a longer pixie, and then I had it shorter, and then I had a pixie with like a bang thing. I dyed it that ginger orange with that blonde skunk stripe. And then one time I was trying to relax it, and Ellery was upset, and I left the relaxer in too long, and my hair just didn't feel right after that. And I dyed it back black, but it was giving ashy, dry. And I was like, you know what? I just want to cut it, and I just want to start over. And it was right after Christmas, or right after Christmas break started, I had my husband cut my hair, and I did not look back. So a lot of times as women, we see hair as our identity. It is called our crown. And hair is a part of who you are. Hair can show your mood. It can make a political statement. It can just represent who you are. It can be a sense of fashion, especially for Black people in America. Hair is a thing. The policing of our hair, the care of our hair, the way our hair is judged, all that stuff, it matters. So hair is very significant to Black women in particular, and how I wear my hair is very important to me because it's representative of who I am, the stages of life that I am. It represents my culture, how I choose to show up in the world, how I choose to represent myself, and how I choose to be a role model and example for my children and other young Black women that may see me. But while hair can be a part of identity, it can also be a sense of safety. I feel like a lot of people are so attached to their hair or a particular way that it looks, which of course you can have your sense of style, but things happen, life changes. You may have to change the color of your hair, the length of your hair, whatever that may be for whatever reason. And a lot of times, especially for me, hair can be a sense of safety. I had long locks. It was easy. I knew how to do that. I cut it off. I had a pixie cut. That was new. It was styling every day, curling, using heat products, using chemicals. But I'm always going to be a DIY girly through and through. I took care of it all on my own. And then when I realized that the health of my hair was compromised, I knew I had to cut it. But I went through this thought process of like, oh my God, what am I going to look like? Am I going to look like a man? Am I going to look like a little boy? Are people going to judge me? Are other people going to like it? Is my husband going to like it? But I had to realize it had to be something that I was comfortable with, something that I was going to do. And I had to think about something that I always say. It's just hair. Hair grows. And if it doesn't, I can put on a wig. It's as simple as that for me. That's what it came down to. And I did put on a wig for a little bit. So what I was holding on to was just societal and external expectations that I was projecting into the world and that I thought people would have for me to look and show up a certain way. But at the end of the day, that does not matter. I, Nikea, have to be happy. That is the number one thing. I have to be good with it. And I was thinking about like old versions of myself. Like I had my locks and they were flourishing and thriving. And then when I was a loose natural, my hair was long and it was flourishing and thriving. I have never had my hair this short. It's actually longer than when I first cut it. Like you could see my scalp back in December and January, but now we are here in March and you know, I got a pinch, but I just was holding on to what I thought I needed to look like, what I thought I needed to present. But I just have to remind myself of my saying. It's just hair. Hair grows. And if it doesn't, I can put on a wig. And if I like it and love it, then be darned what other people think and say. And I wanted to be an example for my little girls that no matter how your hair looks, the length, the color, the texture, as long as you love it and embrace it, you're beautiful. We are beautiful at every stage. And I want them to know that and see that. And just embrace the sense of change and that you can do whatever you want. You have the freedom to change and style your hair in whatever way you would like. So cutting my hair, it wasn't really emotional in a sense where I was crying. It was a release. I was so happy and full of joy and I loved it. Looking back at it, I was like, oh my God, my hair was so short. And I just couldn't believe my husband took it down like that. But oh, it was so good. I enjoyed it. Let me share with y'all that moment when I cut it all off. Well, get the top.
Okay, it's all right.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no.
You going what you're comfortable with, right?
Yeah. Oh, it's just leaving all around.
Don't make her bald.
I'm not happy.
You don't want that, husband. Yes, baby. Yes. We're just letting go of all the damage. I'm natural. I am not mad.
Now you gotta call Nene.
You know that's the first person I will call. So by cutting my hair, I gained 3 things. A sense of calm, especially with just getting ready. I don't have to get up extra early, worry about curling it or setting it with rollers. My day just goes easier. Only thing I have to do is maybe I need to zhuzh up the curls and refresh it. I take a little bit of water or leave-in conditioning spray and zhuzh around and just, you know, liven the curls up because they do get a little bit smushed when I sleep. But it's just a sense of calm. This is the style. This is the look. I also just have clarity. Like I am 37 years old and I feel like at this big age and at this stage in my life, I'm just very clear on who I am. And I'm just very clear that I'm going to do what I'm going to do. And I'm going to do what makes me happy. And right now, and in that moment, cutting my hair and wearing it this way makes me happy. And that goes into confidence. Even if I don't have the confidence, I'm gonna show up like I do, okay? Because taking away that hair, I can't cover up anything. I can't cover my ears. I hate it when I forget my earrings. You see my full face. You see my full outfit. You see me. You see how I present myself. And I feel like a woman with short hair, you like, she ain't got nothing to hide. She ain't playing no games, okay? She's not holding any cards. So you better step to her correct. Don't play no games. And it's giving very much auntie, okay? Very much rich auntie, you know? I feel like this cut does make me look older, does mature me, but not in a negative way. I love it. I'm feeling confident and I just love, I get to see my face. Who am I becoming? I am becoming the older, mature, self-assured, confident, very clear on who I am, Nikea. Being established. That is who I am and who I'm becoming. And right now, that is what it is. But I'm also in my less stress, soft era. I don't have time to be stressing out. It is what it is. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. But I'm really trying to live that soft life and embody that. My hair has helped me do that because I can move a lot quicker. If I need to style it on the go, I can. Because just give me a bottle of water, baby. We're gonna make it do what it do. If anything that I've said resonates with you, you are in the right place. You are in your soft life era. If you are in an era of change, of shift, of an identity shift, you are in the right place. I am here with you. Let's shift, grow, change, enter this new era together. And how you do that is first give this video a thumbs up if you like it. And then go ahead and click that subscribe button if you're already watching. You might as well join the fam. Thank you all so much for listening to my hair journey. And if you're on this journey with me, go ahead and drop down in the comments below. Let's talk. Let's have a conversation. And I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.